What is going on YouTube? Jason Dragonbane here, and I'm going to start uploading some of the Transmodify Fire Fist duels I've been having. The first match I'm going to show you was against a Photon deck. Um, this match really just showed off a few of the combos I like to do with the Transmodify Fire Fist, so we're going to jump right into game one. So right off the bat, his opening hand was triple trade-in, a slasher, a crusher, and an MST. Not a brilliant hand considering the three trade-ins were dead draws right now. My opening hand was much better with Boar, Onslaught, Misty, Dragon, and Gorilla. So he goes first, summons Thrasher, Crusher, makes Galaxion, summons the Photon Galaxy Eyes, sets Misty. So I was like, okay, Misty the backfield to ensure I get my plays off. It happens to be Misty. I was like, okay. Onslaught into Caribou, summon Dragon, play Tensu for Dragon's effect, set Tenkin, summon Boar, sink into Kirin. Kirin, Caribou will both now set a formation. Kirin will set Tensin. Caribou is going to set Tenki. Tenki is going to grab Wolfbark. Dragon is going to send away Tenki and Tensu, grab Cardinal. Cardinal's going to put back my Tenki and Tensu, put both of his monsters back, and now he's in a open field situation. He draws into Galaxy Eyes and goes on a triple trade-in spree and still manages to somehow pull out the third Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. I was very impressed with that move he did. That was a very good move. So he sets Misty. I draw into Goyako, freeze it, go Wolfbark into Dragon, into Tiger King, set Tenki, play Tenki, grab Bear, negate Galaxy Eyes effect, swing over him with Tensin, and now he's into pretty much a top decking mode. So he gets Slasher, so he goes Photon Sanctuary to try and stall out. I draw into another Tenki, so I play it, grab Dragon, summon Dragon. Here I really thought about maybe going into something besides Karen, but I decided to go into Karen anyways to push for more of a game situation, because he has to now deal with four pretty darn big monsters with it being in top decking mode. So he summons Thrasher, sets Trap Stun, I summon Gorilla, send Tensin, get rid of Trap Stun, go to battle phase, and he scoops from there, and we're going on to game two. Alright guys, and we're back with game two. I cited in both my Rivalry of the Warlords and both my Light Imprisoning Mirrors to really disrupt his plays. So my opening hand wasn't great. The only formation I saw was Tenkin, but I did see Rivalry to hopefully start hurting him as much. So he goes off, summons Galaxy Wizard, summons out Galaxy Eyes out of the deck, sends it for another one, Photon Sanctuary, summons the other Galaxy Eyes, makes Felgrand. I was like, okay, I'm in a actually bad predicament with Felgrand being around. So I decided to set Bear, set Tenkin, Misty, and Rivalry. He blind Misty's the Tenkin. I really was hoping that would stay there for Wolfbark, but oh well. He summons Galaxy Wizard. I go, no, we're going Rivalry. He destroys Bear. I draw on the Raven. I said, okay, let's just set Raven for a turn and get a free formation out of this. He attacks into Raven. Raven sets Tenki. And I draw into Tensu. So I go Tenki, grab Dragon. Dragon summon, play Tensu, Dragon effect. I'm trying to make him negate anything at this point to make Felgrand useless. Unfortunately, I couldn't get him to negate before I could go into a Cardinal play, so I went into Tiger King to force his negation and still get off effects off Wolfbark. So Wolfbark makes another Tiger King, sets Tenki. So at this point, I have two Tiger Kings on the field with Tenki face down, Tenkin, Misty, and a Tensin. So I was thinking I was pretty safe at that point. I didn't want to force any attacks, so he attacks into me. I play my Tensin. He did have the Honest, so I was like, okay, I'm not bad right now. I Misty'd the backfield. Drew into Transmodify, so I go Tenki into Raven. This really shows where Raven's potential comes in with Transmodify. So not only did, just by getting Raven off the Tenki, I now get a Bear out of the deck, plus Tensu to now summon Wolfbark. So Bear pops Felgrand, Wolfbark brings Dragon back. I decide to go for the swings. It happens to be Morphine Jar. I get 5 free cards out of it. Here's where I made almost a slight misplay. I should have probably not set Tenki and set Lion Prisoner to be a safeguard if he drew Misty for Rivalry. But it really didn't matter at that point. He was in a very severe situation, so I put back both my Tenkis. I put back Morphine Jar and his Galaxy Eyes. So he summons Galaxy Wizard, makes it 8, brings out another one, and he scoops from there because of Rivalry of the Warlord being on the field. He couldn't go into anything that was a spellcaster. And I'll have 2 bonus videos for you guys coming up right now. Alright guys, and we're back with the first bonus video. This was a duel I had against a Constellar player. This really shows why I like Swallow for Fire Fists, and I'll just sort of let this video go and I'll explain why I really like him as it goes on. So he goes to make us, sets 4 back row. I was like, okay. So I go Onslaught into Raven, Transmodify him into Bear into Tenki, thinking, okay, I might be able to just do a simple Bear, get rid of Omega play. He had the mystical space, so I was like, okay, I can't do that. I summon Swallow, set Tenson down. Now he has to beat my 3000 beat stick. Right in main phase 1, he goes into Compulse. A lot of people don't know this about Swallow. Swallow prevents all Beast Warriors from being targeted, period. You can't touch them with any effects. So the second he did Compulse, he was forced to target his own Omega and then use up his own Omega effect to protect him. So he just has to end his turn there. I draw. So I summon Wolfbark, and again he goes and tries to target a Beast Warrior with Fiendish Chain. Wolfbark isn't safe from that, so he now has to target his own Omega. So he has to use his own Omega again to stop it. Wolfbark brings Bear back. I set Goyako to freeze the last backfield, and that's where this Constellar player scoops. Alright guys, and we're back for the last bonus video of this duel. This was a different Constellar player, but it showed out the same result with Swallow. So I go first, I summon Dragon, play Tensu, put Tenkin down, and then set 1 Misty. So he goes, summons out a Jelly, summons out Kaus, makes them both 5, goes into Pleiades, tries to bounce Dragon back. He didn't pay attention to what I set, so Dragon is safe, doesn't do anything. I Misty, happened to hit Solemn, which was the best thing I could have possibly hit at that point. Play Tensu to get Dragon Setting Effect. He activates Macro, I Misty that right away. Then I set Tenson, summon Swallow, set Tenkin in case he top decks a Dark Hole, and my turn, and he Misty's Tenkin. I was like, okay, that's not all that bad. He immediately does Pleiades effect, targets Tenson because it's one of the only things he could, and immediately goes for the Lance play on Swallow. Swallow couldn't be targeted. He was forced to lance his own Pleiades and then quit from there. So, hope you guys enjoyed these videos. Leave a like down below, comment down below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe.